All right, let's make this quick. My video's been getting a little bit too long for you myself. So we see the breakouts. We don't like to trade those. This is the reason why. We see the price action, and the 30-minute is really, went up, then faded hard actually at the close. So, or approaching the close from basically noon on. So basically got to this 50% level and pretty much just broke down from there. Um, Right now, I just want to see how deep the retracement is because, again, it's coming to this level. It's been trading sideways for, since last Monday, which you can see why it's been pretty rough, even on a day trading aspect to get some follow through because these are really tight body candles moving sideways. We also, again, we see the declining volume we've been talking about, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. QQQ had the engulfing pattern. Again, I wouldn't go short just based off that single candle. The reason being, God damn, can I get this off? Okay, cool. Reason being is that it's just one candle. So again, one candle doesn't make or break a trend. Even though it is an engulfing pattern, I would say, okay, is there anything that we see to the left that we can kind of lean against? And I don't see anything right now. So one single candle at this highs, again, it's a limited risk. So, I mean, it's risk if you're risking $1, if you're willing to risk that to see if it falls. But again, a lot of the action came at the end of the day. It's traded sideways, then it broke down. You got the IWM. IWM actually followed through a little bit more actually after 12 o'clock. It pretty much gave, showed its hand and it's faded to the downside. Again, the volume is kind of decreasing, so we just have to see, but it is breaking this wedge, and we see that this was not the type of price action we like to see, that is not giving any type of separation. And when I say separation, I mean this. From this pivot came there, then it started to basically grind in, and then it broke down. So we see that it's just grinding up, and it's been grinding up for a while now, for the last month. So we got to see how that one works out. The diamond, again, if you're going to lean against something, if you want to look at double tops, I don't trade double tops. I don't trade double bottoms because I find that they rarely stop the trend, in my opinion. So we just have to see. Again, we have small volume, small tight candles. Look how tight these candles are for the weeklies. If we want to even stretch it out for the monthly, you can see that well, last month it still looks pretty good for the monthly, quite honestly. So, but I usually don't try to go out that far. So, again, we got to see what's going on with that. We have Apple. Apple, it gave a little bit of follow through actually today. So you see that it pretty much had its spike down, got up, and then it gave that action that you could, break down and go from there. So it gave a little bit. I mean, this is almost 1% down. It had a huge volume day down, so we got to see if it could get a bounce, break above, and then give some type of separation and go from there. Netflix, again, is breaking down as well. We got to just see how deep this rabbit hole goes. We got Goldman Sachs, it's kind of same thing, flashing up. And again, a lot of these names, Twitter actually showed some type of relative strength, I guess you want to call it that. Well, that's what you should call it. Relative strength based on today's action. Facebook, again, it's a hard trade. If you took it here, maybe. But you can see that this is not the type of price action you want to get involved in right here, right now. So we just have to be really, really cautious about what's going on. Microsoft actually looked good compared to everybody else. I was actually surprised that it actually closed near the highs of the day. If you look at 30-minute, you can see it was grinding, but it continued and closed near the highs of the day. So this one actually is looking pretty good. This candle, I believe, is actually green. Yeah, I think so, because this is green. So sometimes Warden does that with, just messes up, quite honestly. You got Tesla. Again, if you got in here, just tightening up stops, like I said before. Trying not to initiate too much. Yelp. Come on. Yelp gave back some based on this. So again, if you roll up your stop tight, maybe you didn't get hit that bad. But again, we'll see what happens with that. Google Google is still giving lower highs. So it's actually giving lower highs and higher lows. So we just have to see where this one breaks, and you can see it clear as day on the weekly time frame. So let's see how this stuff plays out. And Solar City actually moved up a little bit today, but you can see how tight this has been over the last month as well. So I think we're going to see some price action. We just have to see which way it breaks up. Take care.